and put on some better music than whatever that had turned into. Wow, that's loud. Yeah, you get real metal now. This is a band called Void Omnia. They are, I believe, San Francisco Bay Area. They're fun. I don't know much about them other than I like them. Sometimes I just go on Bandcamp and like, oh, that's good. Now I will listen to it. Alright, so everyone knows Mark's going to be doing his week wrap-up at 4 o'clock today, and I'm just going to be live coding between now and then. Alright, catch up on chat. Mod Squad, rules, la la la. Can I do an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression from Necromaniac? No, apparently not. in, well, depends on where you are. CET is going to be +6, so that'll be 10 p.m. or 2200. What VCS are we using? We are using Git, just plain old .git. My personal preferred Git client is something called SourceTree, which I've got on the screen right now. That's what it looks like, and you probably like my list of branches is some sort of like big accidental reveal. So, but other people use different Git front ends. JB uses the command line and looks down on everyone who uses anything but the command line because, you know, he's JB. And SourceTree is free, so you know, if you want a nice GUI-based Git client that only screws up like, you know, 20% of the time, I recommend SourceTree to you. Okay. Okay. So, get my head back into Headspace, and what needs to get written is skill component network state read and write and calc update priority. Got it. Look at that magic right there. It's just gonna write all my code for me. Or at least write my declarations. Alright, well, it kind of made a complete mess out of them, actually. I don't understand why it did that when it knew what they were in the preview. Alright, let me just pull this up. have fun writing some code now. All my little declarations too. Like for me, the like music that's just kind of like jug 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 jug, that's or oons oons oons. That to me is distracting. But when it hits like this level of intensity, it sort of blurs together into something that becomes less distracting for me, if that makes sense. So, but also up tempo and intense, which is what I'm looking for in the code. That up to hold it side by side. I suppose I could just reference for this, and what I'm doing here is given a new and old version of this entity. I'm given a new and old version of this entity or this object, and how important is it to update it relative to other things out there in the world. So in this case there is absolutely nothing about there's nothing about the views that matter. Those views are like, is this on me? Is this on someone else? So we just don't worry about that at all. So what we will do though is we could just be, views are like, is this for me, is this for someone else, and we always want to send the same data about a skill that's actually being used to everybody, because they need to be able to draw that skill. And I'm going to be intensely lazy and actually just going to say, send it if it's changed at all. Or how about good enough? So in a better implementation, what I actually do would be take the old state of this and play it forward to the current time, take me, play it forward to the current time, and if they're the same, well, we don't actually need to do anything. Like, something that's just said, oh yeah, we hit this hit timer within the skill, then that's not then we don't need to do anything. But I really just want to get this to a point where I can actually get this tested, and I'll improve the networking layer later. So I'll put myself a nice to-do here. Extrapolate this and old to current time and compare them. this is important, because if we don't do that, we're going to generate a ton of network traffic just for, hey, this person reached the hit phase, this person finished the recovery or finished the prep time on his skill, and that's not something we need to do when we know that, well, that's just what's going to happen anyway through time passing. All right, so skill component network state doesn't need any fancy stuff there. Um, read. Well, we'll start by writing the write, and then we'll write the read to read from the write, if that makes sense. Okay. So I grab my array change writer. This is a utility for efficiently packing changes from one array to another. Okay, so change table. So let's see. We'll just start off with pull over the current number of abilities, and that'll be plan this out. So need to write the write, and I'm just going to say and then well, this will be our first pass at this. Actually, I'm just going to write this to always send everything, which is horrible, but again, just trying to make this get up and working. So just run through the entire array and send that over. And the rest of this is only going to happen if for whoever's in control of this entity. And that means that we're going to send the queued skills and what we're going to do there is just repeat this. And this is like the dumbest possible way. And finally, we will send down the mad skills list. And for that, we're going to actually, I'm going to add some accessors for this over here just to make it super simple. So this is just like making a nice interface to the mad skills array, and I'm about to use it, but a bunch of things on the client are going to use it too. So and we should probably also just have a implement that and implement that. Come on. Create implementation. There. Using mass C++11. That's good enough. Math skills, find. And if it's actually found, this is all C++-ish, just standard template stuff. I'll make that return that. So that I can also return a null. Okay. That'll be good. I'll just return this as much as it hurts my programmer's soul. I will not return the shared pointer by reference. Alright, so little accessors written now. Oh no, look, I'm writing C++. Why did my music stop? How did my music stop? What happened to my music? Play the whole album. I'll play part of the album. That'll just be sad. Okay, I'm gonna take a second to catch up on chat. Okay, blah blah blah, stealth. Lugaru, I'm going out for my Stompy Industrial Dance Club tonight, so I like that stuff. It will be fun. Oh, stealth. Can I talk about stealth? Stealth. Yeah. What am I tracking on the screen behind me? The stuff on the screen behind me is... yeah. This thing right here is a whole bunch of just stats and metrics. It's everything from, you know, number of cubes placed in the cube, to number of new backers, to what servers are up and down, to how many people are logged in. That was one of Garrett's projects over the summer to, you know, get us good high quality metrics that we could have up on screen all the time. No drinking right now. I'm keeping kind of clean and healthy right now. Gotta be ready for Dragon Con. Have some recovery before that. Let's see. Let's see. What about commit messages? Alright, I've turned it down Odolvic for you. Yeah, those commit messages, well, so Rob is out today, or you would see amazing Rob commit messages, and most of Rob's commits are just swearing, lots and lots of swearing. And yeah. Alright, so, anyway, back to writing, if we have skills, write the skills. Good enough. Now I gotta write the matching read. So that's just, you know, get how many currently started skills there are, make a vector to hold them, and just go over the network. And this has a constructor that just reads its stuff from the packed entity reader, which is, you know, our super happy compacted format. Then and I'll just change started to queued. least favorite thing in Visual Studio is how they changed it so that search by selection is no longer like automatically selected. That's how we read queued, and last of all, we need to read in the number of skills we know. Read signed offset is really just I need to get a small number in quickly, and I'm being very lazy about my network encoding. And here comes the ultimate in laziness. Actually, I should do this right. This is me being a good person. Map, so I'm just allocating this array for allocating a map for all of this. And that should do it. Well, one more thing we have to do, which is set those to empty when they are actually empty. And I think that should finish off those guys, but yeah. gotta remember that all of these are... Why do you hate this? Yep, and I'm going to turn this over to Mark in just about 5 minutes, so... I hope you've been moderately entertained by me writing code and occasionally remembering things. Oh. Alright. I always forget to do that. Now what are we unhappy about? Okay, now everything's compiling and happy. I've finished all of my little typos. C++, lots of fiddly bits to fiddle with. Okay, so catching up with chat while I wait on a build. Okay, so, let's see. Yeah, beer is a health food. Beer built the pyramids, as I understand it. So it's the video image of me, my background. That is just for the stream, Lawtween. Yeah, MJ's up in 4 minutes now. Let's see. Hatchery is in fact open for alpha. I would assume an email... Well, it was. Yeah. Yeah, it should be... there should be an email soon. Let's see. Who in the office writes the most readable code? Obviously me, because, well, you know, I'm most able to read the code I wrote, right? That's true of all programmers. I think every programmer believes their code is the most readable. If I were... tough call on who's actually the most readable. I kind of, like, try and have coding standards to a point where you can't actually tell who wrote the piece of code, so... When we achieve that, we are truly working as a team. That's a kind of a cop-out answer, but it's also true. Let's see. Is this considered death metal, acid metal, or something else? It's solidly in the center of black metal, for sure. Let's see. And... Yep. Am I regrowing the beard? Not yet. I'm going to stay fairly clean-shaven up through my wedding day in September and through my honeymoon. And then once I get back, starting in late September, it's going to be no shave till shipped. It's my promise to you. And I am going to... With that, I'm going to turn it off for now and turn it over to Mark, and Mark is going to give you the weekly update. So, you know, stick around for him in just a minute or so. This is Andrew, signing off.